Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Listen, it's that time. It's that time. Yes, it's the near brunch o'clock hour. We here at the morning break at 10:38. Listen with your boy K Rev. I am so honored. I'm so happy to have one of my good friends here, Big Bros. He's also an inspiration on how he handles himself. He's the owner and none other than the creator of Oup Oui Rum. And I'm excited to have him here, man, to have a talk about what he's doing, where he's going, and also how you can be a part of his great business venture. So none other than Mr. Nigel Walwyn. We want to bring him in. Mr. Walwyn, good morning, man.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Carrie, happy to be here, man. Congratulations on all the great things you're doing, man.
Oh man, thank you so much, Nigel. It's such a pleasure to have you. When I first met you, almost 2 years ago, man, at the film festival. Listen, you had the great beverage of Oup Oui Rum there. You was giving out samples, and I mean, not only was you trying to, you were not only were you giving out samples, but you was giving out samples of your personality and what people will be getting involved in and being in your with your product, man. And I truly appreciate that, man. So how you feeling today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're getting ready for the summer, and hopefully this pandemic will have subsided some and allow us to get back to some normalcy of life, man. And so yeah, I'm just trying to get us ready for that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, it's all good.
Absolutely. Listen, so how I want to start this break off real quick, man. I want to know a couple questions geared towards the entrepreneur mind. Like the first question I got, like, what major movement in your life, Nigel, what provoked you to become your own boss, man?
So let me set this up. I spent about 25 years in corporate America. I was a news producer, television executive for half of that time at ABC stations. I was a producer at NBC stations and ABC stations, and I ended my career at CNN. So I've always been the corporate guy. I've always been in leadership roles, whether as a producer or as an executive. And sometimes you have your career and you're full steam ahead with that, but then you have some side things going on, whether they're hobbies and so forth. And one of the things that I had going on as a hobby, things for friends and family, was this drink that I created. I'm from the Caribbean, and so we like to drink a little thing now and again, and and so I had this punch that I had created that everyone loved. And at one point, it just became so popular that the light bulb just went off. That hey, this may be something that you can take to the next level. And in order to do that, I had to make the decision that in order for this to become something big, a main brand, it can't be a hobby. It can't be something on the weekend, something I'm just doing in the kitchen or whatever. And so I had to make that decision to transition from corporate America to become an entrepreneur and go full steam ahead, 100% in, all the way in, and dedicate my entire life and all my time to this thing. So that's basically what happened. That's what I did. Some people call it the leap of faith, and that's what I did.
Well, I want to appreciate you doing that because it does take courage, number one, to put your own product out. It takes courage just to make the decision, of not wanting to live in anybody else's validation. And so I give you kudos for that, big bro, for even just taking the jump. Because not only did you do that, but you're providing a platform for individuals to enjoy themselves a bit in a classy way. Some drinks and some liqueurs or some other beverages that individuals are using. It kind of signifies some class, but also to me a little bit more of a downgrade. But what you're putting out, man, right now, to me, man, it signifies a higher level of brandmanship, and I really appreciate that.
And it doesn't matter what the product is,
Right.
Just for me, it's a rum liqueur. for someone else, it could be, some an article of clothing.
Right.
It could be, some kind of oil. It could be anything. It could be shoes. It could be a service. Something you do that people would want in their life, and so you just have to really, dedicate the time and put the passion into it. That passion has to be created for whatever you're doing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. You cannot do anything without the passion or the love for it, because you'll be doing it in vain then at that moment.
Exactly.
So tell me this, big bro. Tell me this, man. Like, what kept you motivated in the day, in the dark hours, on that dark mindset? Like, am I doing the right thing? What kept you going?
Man, it's the people, man. Because I created a product that I felt people would love and people need in their life, and I was able to go into the marketplace with the prototype. Right, I'm still developing it. Remember this was created in my kitchen, right?
Wow.
And so I can, I can't scale it, of course, but I can create enough to do development on it. So I went into the market, and as people are experiencing this product, when I go to events, or I show up at somebody's barbershop with it, or go to somebody's home, it doesn't matter. As people are experiencing this product, I'm getting feedback, and I'm seeing their reaction, and I'm telling you, I'm getting a high off of that, right? Because I'm making people happy. I'm providing something for them that's making them happy, and so that kept me going. And yeah, there were some dark hours. There were some long days. There were some I can't even go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 6 o'clock the previous morning, because there's just so much to be done, and you just can't go to sleep. And then when you try to go to sleep, your head is just rattling, because there's so much stuff in your head that you have to get out, that you take a cat nap, and then you're up, and then you're at it again. And sometimes you hit a wall, and you think you can't go on, but you got to find a way to go on. And you just have to remember why you're doing it, and just keep pushing through. There were many times I felt like I was on an island by myself, even though I had some people who were helping me. I still have to do the work, and there's just some things I can't delegate to other people. I have to do it myself. I have to figure it out. And there were some lonely nights, man. There were some lonely nights, but you just got to keep pushing through. Remember why you're doing it, and how you make people feel what you're doing.
That's what I was looking for too in your conversation, is remember why. You have to remember your why. You have to remember what you're doing is bigger than you. What you're doing. I was told, man, big bro, that if it's something that you can handle, then it's not really a God situation, but a God situation is something that's bigger than you, that he handles when you can't handle it. And so I want to appreciate your courageousness and what you're doing. Listen, now, a lot of people have missed out on the investment opportunities of Facebook. They missed out on investment opportunities of YouTube and Dell and Microsoft. But now we in a place to where that I'm saying that there's a huge transfer of wealth that's going on right now. And now we have an opportunity to invest in great companies, such as Oup Oui Rum. So tell us right now, big bro, how can members like myself, which I've already invested, and other individuals, how can we invest into you?
Well, first I want to thank you for investing and joining our ownership group.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, it's awesome.
So welcome aboard. Welcome on the journey that we're about to embark on. But you may be able to see the website there, wefunder.com/SipOuWi. And that's the website that allows you to go in, find out more about the company, and invest in us. You could do all that through this website. It's a portal specifically set up for anyone. So let me take you back a little bit, right? You mentioned all these companies, you know, the Ubers of the world, you know, the Amazons, the Apples, and so forth. Before those companies became public companies and were traded on the stock market, people invested in those companies, right? They put, you know, but the people who did that were millionaires, basically, because the law prevented regular folks. If you made less than $200,000 a year, you could not invest in small private companies before they became big. So, you know, Apple and Amazon, and so Amazon, for instance, it's $1 trillion company now. That's the amount of revenue that they make every year, right? And you know, Jeff Bezos could have been your neighbor.
It could have been, yes.
Yeah, and unless you were on that founding team, you could not invest in Amazon. And Amazon lost money for its first 7 years. They were in the red. They were operating at a loss. He was running it out of his garage and his little office at home, right? So the people who invested in that company, they had to be millionaires, or like I said, make more than $200K a year. And now they're millionaires and billionaires because they were able to invest back then. They changed the law in 2016. So if you make $20,000 a year, you work at fast food restaurant or whatever, you're making minimum wage, you can invest in the next big thing. The thing is, you don't know what the next big thing is.
That's true.
But they changed, Amazon, Uber could not have been the next big thing. I mean, so you basically, you're taking a risk, but it's a manageable risk. And so for us, you can invest in Oup Oui for $150, and you bought shares in this company before it becomes big. We're going to have to work on that, right? This is a long-term investment, so I tell people this is a 5 to 10 year plan. So you put $150 in and you're done. It's not something you have to do every month. People have invested more than that because their income allowed them to invest more than that. But again, the government set it up this way so that not only the millionaires can invest in small companies and help them become big, but regular folks can do the same thing, get a piece of the pie, be in on the action, and they're not excluded from building wealth. And you can do that there are thousands of companies out there into this refund portal that allow just anyone to invest. So when you go onto this website, you invest in Oup Oui first, and then you explore all the other hundreds, like I said, even thousands of companies that are out there that are growing or about to grow. And you can invest, some of them are $100, some of them the minimum may be $500. It all depends. Like I said, ours was $150. And be a part of that game. Be a part of that investing game.
Wow.
And in 5 years, 10 years, in 15 years, it takes time for companies to grow.
It takes time. It takes time.
Yeah. In that time, hey, that $150 investment in 5 years, 10 years could become $150,000. And you didn't put an extra cent in there. Right.
Wow.
So it's just another option. Some people are putting money into the stock market now and they're investing, they have a little piece in Amazon, a little piece in Apple and so forth. But you put $100 into Apple, but you're not even buying a share. Because a share, like $900 a share. If you put $100 in, you're gonna have to put $800 more of that, to get one share.
One share.
Right. So, it's there's just different ways to invest, build wealth, and spread the wealth around. And this is one of them. Do it with us as we grow. We're about to put Oup Oui around the world, in markets around the world. Everywhere liquor is sold, that's where we're planning on putting Oup Oui to be sold. And we believe it's going to be the next big thing in the alcohol industry.
Listen, big bro, I want to thank you for coming out and being a part of our morning break at 10:38, man.
Yes.
Listen, you are phenomenal. I knew you were phenomenal when I met you, but even to get to know you even more, to be able to talk with you and to understand what you're doing and what you're promoting, it's awesome, especially what you're doing and giving us an opportunity in the community to be a part of a huge investment. Those that miss this train, listen, I'm only going to be saying, hey, I told you so from the front of the conductor seat with my big bro, because listen, you have an opportunity. A lot of times the biggest things for people to change their life comes in presentation form. And so if you don't take that opportunity to do your research or to be a part of something great, then if you don't get it, that's based on your decision, man. That's on your decision. That's on you.
And
So,
there's still time
yes,
to invest. There's still time to invest in OUI. We extended the window, and so it goes till mid-March. So people who are watching, get onto this website today, find out more about what's going on, make your investment, be a part of this.
Listen, I love it. So we'll be reviewing this and restreaming everything. I'll be getting some time, so I'll be letting you know. Those that didn't make it this morning, I'll be letting you know when we're going to do this again. But listen, big bro, getting ready to go. I thank you for being who you are, Nigel. Thank you for being a big bro of mine and inspiration to me. And thank you for taking our time to being on our morning brunch, our morning break at 10:38, man. Any closing words you want to share with everybody, man?
Okay, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Sip OUI. So it's like you're sipping. So SIPOUOUI. Follow us, be a part of it. Stay strong, folks. Let's build some wealth.
Hey, listen, let's build some wealth. Thank you so much, Nigel. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Listen, we'll be back tomorrow with Laquita Monley. She is an awesome motivational and life coach. So we'll be talking with her tomorrow morning at 10:38, our morning break. Listen, y'all, be good, be blessed, and we'll talk to you soon.